Ashley Blackford here with Landline Media and here with Louis Pugh, Executive Vice President for OOIDA. Louis, what's going on?
Hey, we're here at the truck show having a great time. I got a foam brick and a back scratcher, so always getting the freebie stuff. Hanging out here at the OOIDA booth with all the great, wonderful, fantastic OOIDA staff here. They can answer all your questions, sign you up. We got the new road gear here this year, first time. Come here and get your OOIDA road gear. We got some cool t-shirts, some cool hats, some little tiny eagles, some cool toy trucks. I mean, it's Matt's. It's Matt's 2024.
What more could you want?
Yeah, what else can you want? A foam brick and a back scratcher.
How many years have you been coming here?
Oh, my goodness.
Making you think.
Yeah, my first year at Matt's, I think, was probably 1996. I've missed a few in between, but from from 96 to about early 2000s, me and my buddies used to come down here every year and had a lot of fun, raised a lot of hell, drank a lot of beer, and it was a whole different Matt's then. It was a lot bigger, had big acts and stuff, but it's still cool. It's still just. It's here. It's the first big truck show, first truck show of the year, the biggest truck show of the year. All kinds of people. I got to see all kinds of people today that I used to truck with and talk to people, which I love to do, as most know. And so yeah, the world is good.
All is well. You've been coming here for so many years. What's it like being at the booth, hearing of new members signing up, and then hearing that wonderful bell of lifetime members signing up?
Hey, it's the greatest thing in the world because here at OOIDA, we love truckers completely. We're here for you. We were started by you. We're run to you by this day. And what we need to do to fight for you and to complete our mission is we need all of you to be with us. Because when we're all working together, we can move mountains. So when that bell's ringing and people are in there signing up, that's just more people we got to take on big trucking, ATA, the safety people, the people that don't understand trucking like you do, the man and woman behind the wheel who drive the trucks every day and know what we need to do to make this job better, know what we need to do to make this job safer. That's you folks. And the people signing up here, they know they're the right people. They want to get involved. I remind them all, go to Fighting for Truckers and call your lawmaker. So that's how we change. Because we're truckers. We ain't got a lot of money. So we can't beat them with money, but we can beat them with grassroots and heart and will and soul.
All right. If anyone watching is at Matt's, they want to come visit us, where can they find OOIDA?
You can find us on Party Row here in the North Wing. It's booth 1128. But just, hey, all good truckers, we're in Party Row.
All right. 11128. Louis, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Thank you, truckers. Those of you who get to make it to Matt's, come see us. We want to talk to you. We want to shake your hand. We want to say hi. We want to thank you personally. Those who can't, we're sorry we missed you. But thank you for what you're doing. Thanks for staying out there on the road and keeping this country moving.
Thanks, Louis. Jamie Jones, managing editor of Landline Magazine. You are a seasoned veteran here. What did someone call you today?
A lifer.
A lifer.
A truck show lifer.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
It is accurate, I would say. What year is this for you?
This is my 22nd Mid-America Trucking Show. So, it's changed a lot over the years, but I still know where every portal is and where every booth should be. So I've given out a lot of directions this year, a lot of directions.
You have given out a lot of directions, I've noticed that. How has it changed over the years?
It's gone, back in the day, which I hate to use that phrase. It was the only game in town, to speak of on truck shows. There weren't a lot of the community truck shows and stuff like that you see. And so this was kind of Mecca. This is where truckers migrated to network with each other, and there was all the OEMs were here and all of that. And just, the recession in '08 really hurt. It came back quite a bit then, and then, COVID hit. And I think it just altered life substantially. But what I think is more special about the show right now is that you get that quality one-on-one time that when you were being mobbed at a booth, you couldn't do. You were just doing paperwork and just working fast and furious, and now there's just so many more meaningful conversations.
One thing I feel like a lot of people say that have come here year after year is it's like a reunion. And just walking around with you, it seems like it's like a reunion because everyone's saying, Jamie, Jamie. What is that like?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of fun unless you're late for an appointment, and then it's like, okay, I got, I got 2 minutes. But no, it's a lot of fun because it's the people that make everything that we do so special. And if you don't get the opportunity to get out around them, to be with them, and not even necessarily talk about trucking, just how are the kids? How's the, I mean, we've had our kids grow up together because we're lifers at the truck show apparently, and it's a lot of conversations like that, and it reminds you that we're connected as humans too. It's not just this truck with wheels that magically makes us, a community. It's more about knowing each other and what affects our families and stuff.
And we're, of course, with Landline, which is a part of OOIDA. What's it like being at the booth, hearing these life members sign up, new members sign up, the stories of how OOIDA has helped? What is that like for you?
It's reinvigorating. I mean, you wouldn't stay at Landline as long as, a lot of us have if you didn't buy into the mission of OOIDA and believing in the fight for small business truckers and for company drivers, too. And so when you get out and hear their stories and why OOIDA is special to them, why an article that we wrote or a segment that we did on the radio show really spoke to them, that's what we know we're doing our job for them. And that's, it's a little confirmation. I wouldn't say it boosts my ego. It's just like, okay, well, we're getting this right. And that's really good.
Are you going to hopefully get a cut for all these directions you're giving out?
I think I should start charging for them. I've been looking for a retirement plan, and maybe this is it. Just sit around at Matt's and give directions.
I mean, you must have a friendly face to people asking all these questions, and yeah, I'm curious how many more will come about.
Apparently lifers stand out. I don't know. That's all I can tell you at this point. It must be my OOIDA prison tats or whatever it is. I don't know.
All right, Jamie, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Paul Torlina, first time at Matt's. What do you think so far?
Crazy environment. I can't believe how big it is. I was expecting maybe like one exhibit hall, but it's about 5 times bigger than I thought it would be.
Have you walked around yet?
I've walked about probably 2/3 of it. There's a lot of interesting folks here. That's probably the best I can describe it at this point.
You've been at the booth. Talk to me about what that's been like, meeting members, meeting new members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been fun. It's always a good reminder what we do every day, what you get to meet people in person that you're working for every day. So that's always nice to put. I don't necessarily talk to people on the phone daily, but just to know that I'm working for owner-operators, and here they are talking to us in person. Very satisfying just to get to know everyday type of truckers, I guess is the best way to say it.
And coming up on Saturday, you've got an education session. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Right, so I'm going to be talking about factoring in the exhibit hall. It's called the East Hall here at the entire convention center. It took me 20 minutes today to figure out where that was, so I'm hoping people are going to come watch me talk. It'll be at 10:30 on Saturday. We're going to talk about factoring. I'm going to give a lot of information about why you should not factor, but if you have to, here are the landmines to look out for, and again, don't if you don't have to.
All right, wonderful. Anything to add? Any final thoughts, wisdom, advice?
I'm just hoping I survive until Saturday. That's all I got at this point.
Are your feet sore yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. All right, thanks, Paul.
You bet.
Mike Shermerly, we're here at Matt's OOIDA booth. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, it's been a good day. I mean, we've had a lot of members come by, a lot of old faces that we haven't seen for a while, a lot of new faces that we haven't ever seen, had a lot of people come by, the vendors that we do business with, have as business partners, made contact with a lot of them today, during the slower periods. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun, kind of getting our feet wet for the bigger days coming up.
How many years have you been coming here?
25, this is my 25th one. 25th, yeah.
And you're only in your 30s.
Yes, I started very young. Dad brought me as a 5-year-old. Yes.
What is it like? How have things changed over the years?
Oh, I think the biggest thing is, well, the OEMs not coming is kind of a downer on the negative side. But I think the thing that is just overwhelming is the new technology involved with trucking. So many new companies that didn't exist 5 years ago. All bringing new ways of doing things, better and more efficient ways of doing things, trying to get drivers to accept these. Some of our guys are not the most, accepting when it comes to new technology, but there's some amazing things in this industry, and it's a good place to take a look at it all. So.
And for the workers we have here, the worker bees, I know you call them, that come from OOIDA, what advice do you have for them when they come here to work the booth?
Use hand sanitizer and bring really comfortable shoes. Yeah. And also they have to read up. Like the things that we talk about at truck shows are not things that they would normally talk about on the phone with a member. You know, if you're coming from a truck insurance department or a CMCI or something like that, you're not always talking about the issues that we deal with. You don't know sometimes even how to explain the association to people, you know? I mean, to be face to face with a member for the first time in your life and explain to them what it is we do and what our priorities are, sometimes that takes a little bit of a learning curve, you know, to get your spiel down, you know?
What's it like for you coming here all these years, but being at the booth, hearing that bell ring when a Life member signs up, and even hearing of new members signing up?
Oh, I like it. I love the Life members, because a lot of times the Life members have been members for a very long time, and you actually know them, and they're just going to take that next step and just become a Life member. You get a lot of guys here who are just senior members. They've been a member for 25 years. You know, they're not Life members necessarily, but they've been good, loyal members for a long period of time. You know, and they're fun to talk to.
And I mean, you've been coming here so much. Is it like a reunion, like everyone says?
Very much so. I mean, some guys are bringing photographs of their new truck, their grandchildren. We have lots of discussions about, you know, their latest accident back in September, and all the work that had to be done on the truck. I mean, yeah, you really are catching up with a lot of familiar faces. You know, there's some that we haven't seen yet. You know, it's always kind of weird when you go for the first day and you think, well, where's this guy? Where's this guy? I mean, surely he would have stopped by now, but we haven't. You know, we still have 2 more days.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay.